If you are somewhat new into the law of attraction, then you have probably heard that everything is energy and that the single most efficient way to manifest is to really allowing yourself to feel your manifestation before it's even here. And don't get me wrong, I really think that is the single most effective way to manifest. But I think for someone who is just starting their spiritual awakening, it can be really hard to trick our minds into really believing that our manifestation is already here. I'm here to tell you how I manifested moving from Mexico City to New York City and getting my dream job in banking when I was still very new to everything manifestation. One of the very first concepts I learned 5 years ago when I was trying to manifest a quantum leap, that I didn't know it was a quantum leap, but now I know, is the concept of duality. We as souls decide to come to Earth. We signed up to experience duality. This means that we sign up to experience happiness, but also sadness. We're here to experience excitement, but also fear. And just like we're here to experience the sun in our faces, we're also here to experience the darkness of night. On top of duality, we're here to experience limitations. That this reality, the 3D, is physical reality, meaning that I cannot snap my fingers and fly or disappear an object. Everything that the human eye can perceive, it's physical. On top of the physical limitations that our souls know that are going to experience in this reality, we decide to born in a certain family with certain beliefs, certain religions, in certain society, in certain time, and this will eventually condition our personality and our minds. So if you're in the middle of your meditation and you're finding yourself snapping out of it constantly, it's because your mind is not buying that whatever it is that you're visualizing is already here. And I'm here to tell you that there's nothing wrong with that. You're actually playing the game fairly. That is what the Matrix, the game, is meant to do. We're here to forget that we are extremely powerful. We're here to forget that we're limitless, boundless, effortless, beautiful, and that the journey is the whole point. But let me tell you that there are some very aware manifestors out there who are bending the matrix and playing with it as if it was a video game, and they are winning. The sole purpose of this channel is for you to live your best life. Sorry, I'm actually really excited to share all this with you. You guys have no clue everything that I had to go through in order for me to be ready to sit down here today and share this with you. So I'm very, very thankful you're here. Ooh, okay. The next thing that I want you to understand is your manifestation is directly linked to your ability to sustain it. An example, last week I was talking to a friend and she was telling me how frustrated, scared, and just very sad she's getting because she's been wanting to manifest this one thing for the longest time. So I asked her, if you knew that your manifestation will be right in front of you the moment you wake up tomorrow morning, will you be able to sustain it? Is there enough space in your life, in your current reality, for your manifestation to arrive? Or are you waiting for your manifestation to show up in order to make space for it? Because I'm also in my own spiritual journey, I went home and asked myself the same question. Some of you know that I quit my job in banking 2 months ago in order to find my next adventure, in order to find my next quantum leap. So I started creating content here and there. I've always known, I've always felt in my heart that my purpose is to help others live their best lives. But that's very broad. So I started creating content, not really knowing where this was gonna take me. And to be completely honest, it has not been easy. My videos haven't reached the right audience, the right amount of people. Though there's not an amount of people, I know my videos are gonna reach whoever they need to reach and when they need to reach this certain amount of people, but I'm not gaining that many followers and I thought it was just going to be easier. So I asked myself this question: if tomorrow I knew I'm going to wake up with 1 million followers, will I be able to sustain them? To be honest, I think the answer is no, because I would have to treat content creation as my main priority, and right now I'm only creating content when I have free time. So no wonder why my social media is not growing, because I am literally telling the universe, hey, I enjoy creating content as a hobby, and so I have the right amount of followers for someone who treats content creation as a hobby. So I cannot trick the universe. I'm not treating it as a priority. So what's happening when I'm meditating? I'm trying to visualize my social media and my videos, my content reaches a certain amount of people, a certain collective, but I keep snapping out of it because I know that whenever I have this fire in my chest to make videos, I'm ignoring it and I'm doing something else. So I cannot trick the universe. I can try to trick myself for a little while, but certainly not the universe. The universe is waiting for me to embody my manifestation before it's even here. So this doesn't mean that you're gonna burn yourself to exhaustion in order to force things to happen. There's a very blurry line between forcing things and putting in the work. What I'm talking here is about putting in the work when you know you should be taking a step towards your dreams. My favorite quote from my favorite law of attraction content creator is, when you take a step towards your dreams, the universe will take 1,000 steps to you. You don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to put in whatever's in your power without forcing in order to see the synchronicities, the magic happening. The universe will be there to support you. Ask yourself, how does the person who already has everything that I desire looks like? How do they dress? Where do they go? How do they talk? What are their habits? What do they eat? So when you start embodying your manifestation before it's even here, your mind starts understanding that change is happening and that you are becoming a new person. So when you are trying to meditate and start visualizing your dream life, that specific thing that you've been desiring before even having the job. So again, this is for beginners. Your mind starts thinking, okay, I already bought that outfit that I'm gonna use for the first day. I already saw where the building is. I already know the route that I will need to take in order to get to the office. I'm waking up at the same time that I would if I already had that job. You understand? You start embodying in your current reality your manifestation. Like, you will become that person before you see your manifestation. The manifestation is only the result of that new version of yourself. Okay, that's it for today. I'm still trying to figure out how to talk to the camera and how to explain all these concepts to you. So if you like this, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. It would mean the world to me if this can get to a bigger collective. See you in the next video. Bye.